Hey everybody, Jack Willard live from the gazebo here on a Saturday afternoon. I'm like a kid with a new toy now because I was able all by myself to load our live from Newport, Rhode Island video up on to YouTube. I didn't need Red Bear, also known as Dandy Andy. He'll be helping me with some other stuff though. But I was able to do that and I'm so excited. There's our angel and our fair maiden. And way in the back is my baby Roan. We'll get a little closer. But did want to pop on. And this will give us, now that I know how to do this, I assume I'll continue to be able to do it. It'll give us an opportunity to show you a lot more things here at this channel, the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned. I wish I had known about this in Connecticut when we were there for 2 days seeing the psychedelic furs along with Squeeze at Foxwoods and then on to Rhode Island, you know. But I'm getting there. Eventually I'll learn how to go live when I'm outside, when we're on location. Did want to say a couple of things about Pastor Bob Joyce, because par for the course when you talk about any topic is you're going to get people that disagree. If I were doing a radio talk show, which I always stayed away from because I knew, you know, I only have a get. And if you don't know what a get is, as Ron White says, you probably got one too. A GED, you know. So if something came up that I should obviously know about, something in history, for example, and didn't have time to pre-study it, so I didn't look stupid. You know, you're only one call away when you do a radio talk show from being exposed as lacking in knowledge, shall we say. But the controversy and the disagreement is fine. But when we do something like we do with the Worldwide Ramblings on Saturday night, we want people to feel that it's a safe place. I love everybody, not mad at anybody, but we want them to feel that they can come on and talk about the topic that they love most, which is Pastor Bob Joyce, in a safe environment without someone having an agenda or a few people having an agenda to make it less fun and basically turn them away. You know, I'm not looking to turn people away. So I'll talk a little bit more about that when we do Worldwide Ramblings tonight. But in terms of people disagreeing, you know, if someone writes a comment saying you're stupid for believing that, I usually leave that comment in. It's when they're persistent and nasty and they say crazy things like President Trump is Jesus Christ or something like that, you know. I don't block the user right away, but if they keep it up, you know, I do, because you know, let's keep some sanity to what we do here. I often said Donald Trump fulfills the scripture, God will use the foolishness of this world to confound the wise. And I really hope he continues to employ that. And if his choice is with President Trump, fine. But the most important thing is that we win the 2024 election. Because if we don't, that's pretty much, as DeSantis said, we're not going to get a mulligan here. That'll be really hard to come back from. You know, and we'll just have to face that we're headed towards socialism, which is going to lead to communism, and people that have no soul at all running your life. So if you don't want that, get your ass up and vote in 2024, okay? And vote for someone who loves America, understands America, doesn't want to take your rights away, doesn't want your children to be chemically castrated or whatever, with you having no say-so. There's things that are happening today that 15 years ago you said, well, yeah, that'll never happen. Are you nuts? Anyway, with Pastor Bob Joyce, I'm going to get up now. Ah! It's a little hard in this chair because it sits way back. It's hard when you're holding a phone. I'm finding that out. Watch, the chair's going to break now. I've expected it to happen all along. As I have said many times, when I began doing Bob Joyce videos in 2018, I think from the very first video said that I would not do them if it was displeasing to the pastor, and he let me know in a video call. There's not a single programmer that I can find that's done that, and there's almost no programmers that are stupid enough to put their face in their work. They hide behind roll-in videos, and even when, in the case of, I'll say it, Spa Guy, who, you know, I admire what he did interviewing the one woman. She was a teenager at the time who died tragically outside Graceland. This is the time of the Elvis funeral, and died tragically. She didn't die. This is Tammy Bader I'm talking about, but two other teenage girls did, and we have a video up on that right here. You can see it, as many people are seeing it, at the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned. But Spa Guy had enough gumption to go out a number of years back and interviewed Tammy Bader. You see her on camera, but I don't think I saw Spa Guy when I looked at it, you know? So I put my face up there, and that's different. Gonna come outside. It's a beautiful afternoon here in the Hudson Valley. It's absolutely beautiful. And that's our gazebo where I do my meditations until it gets too cold. And every once in a while, don't say anything. Every once in a while, once a month in the warmer months, I might smoke a cigar out there. I guess that will turn off all the Pentecostal holiness, and I don't know about the Baptist. This is beautiful garden behind me, which you're not going to be able to see too much of because of all the shrubbery. Our neighbor, Dennis, is a master gardener, and it's just, whoa, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful work that he does. Incredible. And so, you know, like I'll get a comment from Tony. Hey, Tony, if you're watching, commented maybe on the Who Preached Bob Joyce's Who Preached Lisa Marie's private funeral. He commented, his comment was cool, but leave him alone. And as I said, I would do that if Pastor Bob let me know that he was upset with my work. I left that in his hands way back in 2018. I talk about many other topics. When I go live tonight at 11 o'clock, you can use a clicker and click how many times I talk about something else. But I know what everybody's favorite topic is. And I can talk about KC and the Sunshine Band, or KC specifically, and we have that video up. It's just gone over 200, whereas The Verdict with Pastor Bob Joyce is over 80,000. You understand the math there? My buddy Rome behind me. My buddy Rome saw Rome come into the car dealership on the big truck with about 7 other cars. There goes Bradford in his noisy electric car. Ford has lost billions on electric cars. And now, of course, the auto strike is going on. And they're able to make up because, you know, their gas vehicles do so well, their gas pickup trucks specifically, and their Mustangs too, do do really, really well. But, the biggest problem that the auto industry has is that to make an electric vehicle is much less time consuming. And if we make it mandatory, because, we have people that want to dictate everything in America, they want to take away your rights, they want to create a society that even they won't like. If that happens, many auto workers will be laid off. And yet these electric cars, so many of them sit in the dealership, nobody wants them. But then there's this man who is, as Dr. Drew Pinsky said last night, I saw him being interviewed, he says, the recent cognitive decline of Joseph R. Biden is significant. He feels sorry for him. So obviously, I think we pretty much know now here in September of 2023 that it's almost would be impossible for him to run for a second term, and nobody seems to want Kamala. So, what do? You go to the governor of California who destroyed his own state so he can further destroy America? Come on. We have some great people that believe in the American way, American values, that don't want to be dictators, They don't want to control every aspect of your life. But we have to be willing to get up and vote, to make changes, and to speak out. And so many people are afraid to speak out. They'll pull somebody aside and say, thank you for speaking up for our point of view. And what they usually hear when they do that, I'm trying to think of the person who just said that, is, yeah, but you have to have a voice too. It's not just me. You have to speak up too, because we're losing this country. But we'll speak about a lot of things tonight. I have so many things that I want to talk to you about now that we find it easier to go on location. Who knows where we'll show up? My goodness, you never know. Join us live Saturday nights at 11 o'clock for Worldwide Ramblings live stream. You can comment in real time. Please subscribe and like. Jack Willard from my backyard here on a beautiful afternoon in the month of September 2023.